Welcome to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to go in great detail and talk about a very interesting NFT game called Cryptoblades. Cryptoblades is a revolutionary web-based NFT role-playing game that was launched on the Binance Smart Chain and brought to existence by a talented group of Riveted Games. The core of the game revolves around rewarding players with skill tokens after defeating enemies and participating in raids. Now they can hire additional characters, forge unique weapons, and forge those weapons to increase their overall power. Players can also trade their characters and weapons on the open marketplace. They can also stake their skill earnings and receive additional skill as reward. Now, Cryptoblades contracts are deployed on the Binance Smart Chain. The players will need to have a nominal amount of BNB cryptocurrency to pay for transactional gas fee. They will need to have a wallet, ideally a MetaMask wallet, which can store the BNB cryptocurrency and which can also store the skill token. The players will need to set up their MetaMask wallet to the Binance Smart Chain network. They will need to secure at least a minimum of 4.6 skill tokens to start the game. The skill tokens can be swapped on the Ape Swap pairing with BNB. Now there are 4 different elements present in the game: fire, earth, lightning, and water. All characters, weapons, weapon attributes, and enemies are assigned as an element. Elements increase or decrease the chances of success when battling. The players start in the plaza, which is where they can mint their first character for 4.6 skills. The element of the character is assigned at random. The first character minted comes with a starting weapon, so there is no need to mint a weapon before entering combat. Each minted character starts with 200 stamina, which is enough to compete in 5 battles. The battles each cost the players 40 stamina. Stamina regenerates at a rate of 1 per every 5 minutes. A player can have up to 4 characters at any given time. Each character minted currently costs 4.6 skills to mint. Now the player chooses the character they want to enter the combat with on the plaza screen. They can enter the combat section of the game and 4 enemies appear at the bottom of the screen after a weapon is selected. It is advantageous for the player to align the element of their character with their weapon. The player should also consider the power of the enemy before deciding which one to fight. The game refreshes the available enemies every single hour. There may be a time it is in the best interest to wait for a refresh to increase the chances of winning. Now let's talk about weapons. There are 5 tiers of weapons obtainable in Cryptoblades. The tiers are rated from 1 star to 5 stars. The player receives a 1-star weapon which is minted when their character is minted. Weapons, like character guys, will be minted with one of the 4 elements: fire, earth, lightning, or water. So this takes us to combat. This is where the action takes place. The player first selects the character they want to enter in combat within the plaza. They then select to enter the combat where they will choose their weapon. Once the weapon has been chosen, 4 enemy combatants will appear. The player can then select the combatant that they want their character to face off against. There are several things that the player should consider before choosing their opponent. For example, the attribute type of the character entering combat, the attribute type of the weapon that has been selected, the attribute type of the opponent, and the most important, the power of the opponent. Now the player receives 2 types of rewards when they successfully defeat an opponent: skill and the character experience. The skill reward is dependent on the power of the enemy defeated, bringing us to the most important element, the market. Now Cryptoblades is the first and foremost a blockchain game, which means that the players can own their NFTs, and the right to sell and trade is wholly owned by the players. Cryptoblades implemented a market to make this process trustless. The player can search characters and weapons that they have been listed by other players, as well as list their own characters and weapons. There is a small buyer fee that is added to each transaction. Talking about the tokenomics, skill serves as the native game currency for Cryptoblades. Players leverage skill to acquire characters, forge or reforge weapons, and buy and sell on the Cryptoblades marketplace. The supply of skill is designated as IDO at 35%, gameplay incentives at 20%, development at 20%, initial liquidity at 15%, and liquidity incentives at 10%. So guys, Cryptoblade is a leading title in the blockchain play-to-earn ecosystem, and it's perhaps easy to see why that is. The game design follows an easy to understand logic that is critical for play-to-earn projects. It's based on a familiar rolling model, which makes it very easy for users to grasp. The entire game is built to make completing various tasks easy, while the player versus player action is somewhat addicting, even though the reward for each battle are not significant. It's easy to see how using a more gas-efficient blockchain such as the OEC can increase profitability. Scaling this up across various accounts and multiple characters makes it entirely possible to generate significant income. So do let us know what you think of Cryptoblades in the comment section below, and if you're playing it or not. If you have not subscribed to our channel, do subscribe to the channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon. Share this video with your friends and family so more people can find about the best play to earn game called Cryptoblades. Stay tuned for our next video. Until then, take care.